Hey guys, Miss Jess here. I have another story to read to you today, and this one has an experiment at the end, just like our Rainbow Mystery book. This one is called Monster Bug, and there's some pretty interesting stuff in this one that I'm excited to share it all with you. My cousin Jenna is a screamer. Anything can set her off. The rest of us were watching TV when we heard a scream like you wouldn't believe. Jenna dashed out of the bathroom. Hey, maybe a crocodile had climbed up the drain pipe. That'd be pretty frightening. No such luck. It was just a spider stuck in the bathtub. Jenna's big brother Jake started teasing her like he always does. Spider attack, he yelled. Run for your lives! My sister Kim joined in. She trapped the spider in a cup and jiggled it at Jenna. Stop it, I said. Jenna and I are the same age. We stick up for each other. The little kids against the big kids. We were going to the beach in the morning, so after dinner the four of us went to the basement to get the beach stuff. We took flashlights. It was dark and creepy. Jake poked Jenna. Hey, I bet this place is full of bugs. Leave her alone, I said. Kim took over. Kyle, you and Jenna get the beach toys, she told us in her bossiest voice. Jake and I will get the chairs and umbrella. I shined my light under the ping pong table. It was like Cardboard City. The box of beach toys was there. So was a lot of other stuff. We had to crawl to get to the beach box. There were all kinds of things in it, even some sand. Listen, Jenna said. What? I don't hear anything, I told her. Then I heard it too. A scratching noise was coming from the other end of the table. Something was there. What could it be? I peeked through the boxes. There was a huge shadow on the wall. It was coming our way. Jenna screamed. Her scream made me scream. Looking pretty huge to me. I would not want to run into that. We ran for the stairs. What's going on? Mom and Dad asked. There's a monster bug in the basement, Jenna told them. Under the ping pong table, I added. Mom gave Jake and Kim a funny look. Did you two see it? They both shook their heads, but I could tell they were trying not to laugh. That's when I knew they had tricked us. But how? How could they have tricked them? Later on, I went back down with Dad to get the beach toys. I was going to do a little detective work, too. I looked under the ping pong table. No monster bugs. Not even ordinary bugs. And then I saw a plastic bug mixed in with some other junk on the table. It reminded me of the monster bug, but that was huge. This bug was little. Kyle, Jenna called, we're having ice cream. Come on up before it's all gone. I raced upstairs. I wasn't going to let Jake and Kim hog the dessert. They eat like elephants. That bug does look a lot smaller than the one that was on the wall. The next day we went to the beach with a lot of stuff. Jenna and I went right into the water. We had so much fun. It says on the beach, Jenna and Kyle rule. When we came out, we wrote our names in the sand. Then we played ball. Look at how tall we are, said Jenna. She was talking about our shadows on the wet sand. They look pretty stretched out, don't they? You ever noticed that outside with your shadow? All morning we ran back and forth between the ocean and our beach blanket. We had to keep putting on sunscreen, Mom's orders. Dad kept moving the umbrella so the shade would stay on our blanket and on the lemonade. Because it was like the sun kept moving. Really, it's the earth moving. But he had to keep making adjustments because the sun was going to hit them or get on their blanket if they didn't adjust their umbrella and their blanket together. Jenna and I started building a sandcastle. "Make way for us, big guys," yelled Jake. Kim was right behind him. Their big feet knocked over our tallest tower. "What creeps," said Jenna. "Never mind them," I said. "Let's go back in the water." We were riding the waves when Mom called us in for lunch. "We better hurry," I said. "Kim and Jake are already stuffing their faces." Hopefully they don't eat all the food before Jenna and Kyle get there. "Hey, what happened to our shadows?" said Jenna. I looked down. They were still there, but now they were tiny. And that's when it hit me. "Don't say anything now," I told Jenna, "but I think I know how Jake and Kim tricked us with the monster bug." It's like they're right on top of their shadows now, and before their shadows were all stretched out. That night, Jenna and I sneaked down to the basement. Kim and Jake were busy watching a scary movie about a mutant cockroach. I asked Jenna to hold the plastic bug up near the wall. Then I shined a flashlight on it. "The thing we saw was way bigger," said Jenna, "and it was moving." "Okay, now come a little closer," I told her. The bug's shadow looked bigger. "Closer," I said, "and wiggle it a little." "Ta-da!" said Jenna. "Monster bug." "We've got to scare them back," Jenna said. She was right. It was payback time. But what could we do? Hide in the closet? Make a headless body? Dress up like ghosts? Would any of those things scare you? I think they have to come up with something better. These are big kids we're talking about. "I could be a giant lobster," said Jenna. She was holding up my old lobster costume. "You'd be about as scary as Mr. Potato Head," I said. Then I took another look. I noticed the shape of the costume. Jenna the lobster would be making a very scary shadow. We got everything ready, and I went upstairs. "I found the monster bug," I told Kim and Jake. Kim smirked. "There's no such thing," she said. "That's what I thought," I said. "But then I found this huge nest, and there was something inside of it." Kim and Jake looked a little freaked. "Something awful," I told them, "and it moved." "Show us," they said. That's a dead cockroach on their movie at the end, it looks like. I led the way downstairs. "It's over there," I said. Jake and Kim inched slowly toward the back wall. They tiptoed closer and closer. And monster bug! Jake and Kim grabbed each other and shrieked. I never heard such loud screams in my life, even from Jenna. Jenna jumped out. "Jenna, attack!" she said. "Run for your lives!" Jake and Kim gasped. Then they started laughing. "You really got us," said Jake. That's one for you guys, said Kim. See how they're using that lamp right next to Jenna there in the costume? Jenna had a huge smile on her face. I probably did too. The little kids had tricked the big kids. Finally. All right, so here is their challenge, and I will put these instructions on the link that has this video on it on your Google Classroom. But they are suggesting we make a wall monster ourselves. If you have a flashlight, and hopefully you do because that was needed for the other activity I had you guys do, you can have somebody or something in front of a wall, like hold something up, or a person could make an action, freeze like a monster, and turn off the lights in your room and then shine the flashlight on the person or the object and see what it looks like on the wall. So what you want to do is you can start shining it on them from one side of the room, and then you can go to the middle of the room and be a little bit closer to the object or the person, and then you can get even closer and see what happens to the shadow. You can also pay attention to your shadow when you're playing outside at different times of the day, because like I was saying, our earth moves, makes it look like the sun is moving, but really it's our earth moving. But different times of the day, your shadow is going to be different lengths. So another thing you could try is if you go out in your driveway, you could take some sidewalk chalk out there and you could lay down on the ground and you can have your mom or your dad or a brother or sister trace around your body at one time of the day, and then maybe go out 2 or 3 hours later and trace your body the next time of the day, and then trace your body again and just see how your shadow changes as that time changes, that time passes. The sun is kind of like that flashlight in the room with the object or person and the shadow against the wall. Kind of fun to have fun with shadows and just see what happens with them. See if you might be able to scare somebody and make them think there's a monster bug in the room, but really it's just a teeny tiny little thing. Could be a good trick. Anyway, thanks for listening. Have fun experimenting, and I will catch you later.